Whoa, that's a rough ride. Good afternoon. My name is David. I am so happy that you could make it. I would like to start by thanking Daytona Beach Community College Federal Credit Union for putting this workshop for you as well as your professors and the Student Government Association for the foresight and interest in your future. The credit union has been at Daytona State College since 1969, and we exist to meet your financial needs. Today, we will concentrate on general knowledge about credit and its importance in your life. I am extremely sorry, for I'm still in the computer making necessary changes for your workshop. Please be patient as I try to navigate my way out of the terminal to start your presentation. If somebody will be so kind and press the escape key, I'll start your presentation. Thank you, guys. So shortly you're out of school and you are going to go for a job interview, and you are ready with your checklist. You have your resume, you have your letters of recommendation, you have whether it's an associate or a bachelor's degree, you have the right GPA. But how's your financial reputation profile? Are you ready to face an employer? Is an employer going to disqualify you because your credit profile demonstrates that you are somebody that is not able to meet their financial needs, and you may not be the right candidate to the job because of stress? What is your credit score? Do you make the grade? Are you ready? Credit matters, and how we use it will make a difference in our lives, the lives of those whom we love and those that surround us. Credit is essential in just about every aspect of our lives. Cynthia Cooper, PhD, marriage counselor, and an author, says that 43% of married couples have marital spats over money and spending issues. According to the 2004 data, financial stress accounts for 18% of the divorces. This is the overview of the topics that we are hopefully going to touch here in this presentation. We're going to go on building a budget, the budget blueprint, your rights under the law when it comes to credit, understanding the credit process, identifying warning signs of credit problems, and acting to address those credit problems before it becomes too late. What does your credit reputation says about you?
What is a household budget? And what it should do for you? A budget is like a set of instructions. Just as you could hardly expect to be able to fly an aircraft without instructions, you shouldn't try to control your budget without some guide, instructions, to adhere to. Setting up the simple will provide you with an easy-to-manage plan to guide you through the process of paying your bills, purchasing needed items. A basic budget plan is knowing how much income you will have, how much money you will spend, and how much money, if any, will be left over. Using the information available to you from your check register, you only know how much money is available at that moment. It doesn't inform you of how much you will need to get through till the next payday, or if there will be enough money after paying all your bills to allow you to make that purchase you're contemplating. If you were paid a fixed amount once a month, there is a very easy way to budget your money. You could take a stack of envelopes and label them with the names of all the bills and expenses you will need to pay during the upcoming month. They could be rent, utilities, car payment, food, etc. Then you would place the amount needed to pay each expense into its envelope. When all the envelopes had the required amounts, the money left over, if any, is the expendable money that you are free to spend on non-budgeted items. As you paid each item, you would obtain the required money from the proper envelope. At the end of the month, any money left in an envelope could be redistributed along with the new month's income, and you would be ready to start over. Using this system, you would always know how much money you had available by simply inspecting the envelopes. Any deviations from the budgeted amounts is quickly observed and corrections could be made. While this type of budgeting is very simple, it is not practical for most of us. First, it requires that all payments be made in cash. This alone will eliminate the plan in all but a few cases. Also, most of us have an income that is spread out in one form or another during the month. A weekly pay period is an example that would make the above plan very difficult to operate. An alternative to the use of actual envelopes would be to create your budget on paper. You could project your monthly income and create accounts from which to debit or credit money as bills are paid and income is received.
Please take your time and take a look at this simple budget. Again, it's divided into sides: the monthly income and your monthly expenses. As you see, we're only using your base pay. And on the right side, we're using a combination of fixed expenses and variable expenses. Try to always plan ahead, leave room for mistakes, adjust as needed, and plan to save. Slide 14 and 15, the next two ones coming up, are an example of a credit report. And if you take your time to read on it, you'll see that it has information about the applicant, about their employment, about their address, former address, and it has information on whether there are public records meaning collections, medical bills that haven't been paid, repossessions, or anything like that. Then it goes into a detailed description on every account, and it tells you whether the accounts are installment or revolving accounts, what is your high credit, when was the credit open, how long have you paid, have you had any payments that are past due, have you ever been past due in the past. Typically, an account will report for a number of years, typically 7 years if it has been closed, or it will continue to report until you close the account. But again, once you close the account, a report will continue to be generated for 7 years to come, unless you file bankruptcy, and that will stay with you for 10 years.